breakfast is not quite finished yet. Anybody here?
I'm so glad you're here. Aunt Martha told me you've been single for 2 hours now.
I figured I'd catch you before someone else did. I love you, Rebekah. I thought a lot about what I'd say once this time came. Driving to work and driving home and being at work and all the other times. I thought maybe I could write a poem, like a song, I could say it to you, and then I remembered that I get all my poetic advice from you, so that would work. And then I thought, maybe I could sing a song, like a duet, and we could sing it together, like the one where the man proposes to the woman, and she says yes. And then I was like, well, we need to practice, and then that would defeat the purpose. And then I remembered, as I thought some more, what it is that I love most about you. The thing that I fell in love with you, caused me to fall in love with you at the start. It's not your beauty, though you're the most beautiful girl in the world. It's not your personality, though I adore your personality. It's not your voice, though you sing like an angel. But the thing that I love most about you is your love for God. I remember when we were standing at my house around the fire, I looked at you after our theological conversation. As the water stood in your eyes, I realized how much you love the Lord. So, just to make this even more special, I thought, well, how can I make this about God's glory instead of about me or about you or about us? Because He deserves all the glory. And I thought about marriage. What's the point of marriage? Is it just about two people that really love each other and then get married and then they stop loving each other and so they get divorced? Is that what it's all about? I would say no. I would say that marriage ultimately is about God's glory. And how is it about God's glory, you might ask? Well, thank you for asking. Paul talks about that in Ephesians chapter 5. He says that marriage is supposed to be a picture of the relationship between Jesus Christ and the church, his bride. And in that example, he says that just as the church loves and submits to and respects Jesus, so too the wife must love and submit to and respect her husband out of love. And just as Jesus Christ gave himself up for the church, his bride, we see that pictured in the cross. It's reminding us of the gospel. Just as Jesus came and lived a perfect life and took the punishment we deserve on the cross, so we might have life if we turn from our sins and trust in him. We can have life in his name, and we can become his bride. So too, the man must give himself up for his wife, that he would not only be willing to die physically to protect her, but that he would die to himself, his preferences for his wife, to lead her and to protect her and guide her and provide for her. So you see the picture there, that though imperfectly, because we're still sinful humans, you see the picture of Jesus Christ in the church. And so by God's grace, I want to glorify God through being a picture of Christ in the church. I want to lead you, I want to love you, I want to guide you and protect you, provide for you for the rest of my life, the rest of our lives. I want to glorify God with you. So I ask, Rebekah, will you let me lead you, let me protect you, let me guide you? Will you glorify God with me through marriage? Will you marry me?
Yes.